Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening! Hello again, Coach Janice.
Ayan, nakapikit yata.
Nakapikit ka pero nakasmile. Medyo erratic ang internet muli ngayong gabi. Ayan.
Ganito talaga
So,
tayo.
welcome everyone to our online show entitled Hero Spotlight.
Yes, and this is your staying bright and all right on the spotlight. Nakalimutan ko na yung linya ko.
Ayan, with fulfilling business and lifestyle at the spotlight nga. Yun ang ating vision at mission, no? Ma-highlight yung mga stories ng ating mga Filipino SME entrepreneurs. Kasi ito ang ating favorite hangout place every Tuesday, 6:30. Diba? Para sa mga entrepreneurs, aspiring ones who want to be inspired and motivated.
Yes, tama, Coach Miko. And we are on our 16th episode.
16th na, what hindi?
Yay!
Sabi, no? Ang 16 na yan, no? 3 months.
Yes,
Diba ba?
akalain mo yun. Ginagawa to.
Galing. And syempre, isa sa mga taong kasama natin throughout this journey, yan, si Faye. At sasamahan tayo ng dalawang matindi. Okay, medyo bata-bata pa, pero matindi na ating mga visitor at guest natin for tonight, Coach Janice.
Okay, sige, pakilala mo na muna sila.
Okay, sige. So, pakilala natin ang una nating ano pangalan ito? Unang guest. Kasi nakaka-speechless ang kanyang credentials eh. Papa, wow ka! Di ba? Very down to earth tong taong ito, pero magugulat ka pag na pakinggan mo to. She is an experienced project architect with a demonstrated history of working in the architecture and interior design industry for 13 years. Ayan. She's a young, passionate leader who founded and became a partner of AMD Architects in 2013, now considered among the top firms in Manila. Alam mo, nung nag-training ako dun sa isang company, ma-share ko lang, no? Kasama sila dun sa 40, top 40 in the Philippines na mga architectural firms. So, share ko lang, no? Ngumingiti siya sa backstage. Oh, talaga? Ganun siya eh. Totoo yan. Okay, and her perseverance for excellence has given her the top 6 sa architecture licensure exam noong June 2010. Top 6 pala to. Top notcher. And was awarded the very first most outstanding young architect in professional practice by the United Architects of the Philippines in 2016. She's also a Master of Architecture from UP Diliman and Master of Business Administration from Hitotsubashi University, International Corporate Strategies from Tokyo, Japan. She loves watching anime and playing computer games, and her spirit animal is fox. Alang iba kundi si Architect Joanna Doca Dungca. Hello!
Hi, Coach Miko, Coach Janice. Maulan, nagbi sa inyo dyan.
At dyan sa United Kingdom, sa London, ay magandang at maulang maumaga. Coach Janice, are you still there?
Naka-freeze ako.
Okay, sige, naririnig naman.
Naririnig niyo naman ako, di ba?
Yes,
yes po.
So, pakilala ko na isa pa nating guest, beautiful guest natin ngayong hapon or ngayong gabi. She is the COO of BOA's Pest Control Services, a BS Agriculture major in entomology in UPLB. Her previous work is a CSR, Operations Supervisor, Business Manager. She is a wife, a mom, a fumigator, certified Lean Six Sigma Green Belt trainer, labandera, and farmer. Hindi ako natawa. Okay, let's all welcome here in Hero Spotlight, Miss April Marinay.
Hello,
Hi.
April.
Matindi.
Hi. Takot sa kanya mga peste, no? Si Ian eh.
Minsan.
Alright.
Hi everyone, good evening.
Sige. So first question tayo. Kasi nakita ng ating mga followers, no, sa ating social media pages, si Storm saka si Phoenix. Ayan. Unahin natin sa aking screen kasi si Phoenix ang nakalagay. Bakit Phoenix ang napili mo, April? And paano mo marirelate yun sa story mo as an entrepreneur?
As an entrepreneur, personally, yung Phoenix kasi, in UPLB, we have an organization, no? Hello to our brothers and sisters sa UPLB Grange Association. This is an organization, like a fraternity that was inactive for several decades already. And then we were the pioneer batch of the revived batch, no? And yung group namin, we were named Phoenix because of the rebirth. It was very it's a monumental event, no, for everyone, for the old ones and the new ones. And that organization is influential to me and my husband in honing us, in building us up as entrepreneurs, even during the time na hindi pa namin alam that we will be entrepreneurs eventually. And as an entrepreneur right now, I can relate it to the requirement of allowing yourself to be reborn every time you die on yourself. Kasi every time that there is challenge that you think na hindi mo na kaya, you always have to choose to move forward and allow your old self to die and to be renewed again. So that's my Phoenix story.
The rebirth, no? Na-connect mo agad sa ano, no? Whenever you die on
You
Yourself.
die to
Ah.
yourself.
yourself, matindi. Kanina may nanonood ako, interview. Tapos, sabi niya, if you're willing to, to die, yung personal, dati mong personality, dati mong pagkatao, and to give birth to the new person that you're on your way to becoming. Saka mo lang ma-realize na you're carrying everyone towards that single door. Whereas, ang kailangan mo pala ay to help yourself by going through that door first by yourself, and pag malakas ka na, balikan mo sila. Para gano'n. Galing
Yeah,
naman.
that's true.
Yan pala story ni Phoenix. Hindi Phoenix Phoenix. Pinoy na Pinoy. Ikaw naman, Docs. Bakit naman Storm? Binabagyo mo bang mga bagay-bagay?
Napakaganda ng story ni April. Sige, we'll try to Yung sa akin kasi medyo more of candid yung reason why I'm Storm. So ever since I'm a kid, I've always watched Marvel cartoons. And si Storm talaga yung aking superhero idol nun. And I can relate with her kasi di ba si Storm, when she moves, poses her hand like this, di ba yung ulan lumalabas sa kamay niya? So, ako po kasi, super pasmado po ako. As in, pag kinakabahan ako, yes, as in para tong gripo, lumalabas po ang tubig. Kaya kanina, before we started, sinasabi ko, sorry po sa ulan, hindi ko na po makontrol ang aking superpowers. Kinakabahan po ako, nagpapawis po ako, yes. And to relate that, kasi, architect ako, and then so, during our university days, I don't know if they still have it now. We do manual drafting. So we have tracing papers on our table. And imagine having wet hands while working on tracing paper. So that's how, nakakope ako with that. I think it's a way of acknowledging that you have weaknesses and, working through those weaknesses para maging successful ka in what you do. Yun. Na-relate.
Galing, Curious lang ako, yung pagkapasmado mo, dahil, nabanggit mo kasi, di ba, you love playing games and all. And after mo mag-games, nagbabasa ka ng kamay, gano'n? Or
Kasi,
something,
ever since I was a kid, madiin ako magsulat. Tas I draw a lot eh. So, I guess doon. Tapos, bata pa ako, mga elementary pa lang, umiinom na ako ng kape.
Okay, hindi ko alam kung paano related yan, pero sige.
Yung kape, kasi kape has caffeine. So, it causes, I don't know, like minor shakiness. So, I don't know. It has,
pero palabas yung...
it
basta.
causes asthma. Oo.
Tanong na lang namin pag nagkaroon kami ng doktor na bisita. Denise, kung nalipat ka sa kitchen nagutom ka? Biro lang.
Lumapit ako sa internet kasi nga, very erratic yung internet namin ngayon because of the rain. So, nasa na tayo?
Okay. Ang sunod nating tanong sa kanila ay, do you consider entrepreneurs as heroes? Kasi si April, ang hero name basis niya yung sa rebirth of their organization sa college. Si Doca naman, growing up, reading those comics. And syempre, personal experience sa kanyang drafting. And pagkakape niya daw since elementary. Grabe, bata ka man, nagkakape ka na. Okay. So do you consider entrepreneurs as heroes?
As heroes. Do you consider entrepreneurs as heroes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sige, April.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Ang pwede ko yatang i-share is yung my experience, no? I cannot speak for other entrepreneurs, no? But in my experience, whenever there is a circumstance that I did not expect myself to to surpass to, na kaya ko palang malagpasan, there is this adrenaline rush and the feeling of the heroic feeling. But when there is this time of, extreme failure, that you thought like your decision is wrong, that you know that that decision is impacting the lives of the people that is expecting from you, dun yung you don't feel like a hero at all. You feel like that you failed the organization. So dun sa question na, do you feel like entrepreneurs are hero? Yes and no.
You say no kasi sabi mo, pag hindi ka nakapag-deliver on what is expected of you and you're expecting from yourself, tama?
Yes.
Oo.
Pero do you believe that when you have that feeling na you feel accountable, responsible, you're already becoming a hero in your own right? Kasi you feel responsible for those people eh. Kahit, di ba, ito, nababasa natin ito papanood. Hindi naman lahat talaga naliligtas eh ng mga heroes eh, di ba? And they, na as in ganun-ganun, di ba? May ups and downs sila eh. Di ba? So, I believe it's still a yes para sa'yo. You may feel parang you're responsible and accountable for not delivering, but I believe it's still a yes. What do you think po?
Um, ano ba? Minsan, no, sa experience natin kasi as entrepreneurs, I think it's good as well that you do not overestimate yourself. That sometimes you accept it when you fail. Because ang problema din natin, ako, ang experience ko, wala namang magsasabi sa'yo kung magaling ka o hindi ka magaling. Eh, no? Kasi we measure ourselves by our gano'n na kalaki yung organization mo, gano'n kalaki yung customer base na nagsasabi na okay ka. We measure our performance by our customer satisfaction survey. Pero hindi siya totally directly proportional to gaano ka kagaling as the leader. Kasi I don't know, yun yung para sa akin. So, yun yung challenge kasi wala talagang magsasabi sa'yo kung walang magtatap ng back mo eh. No? O na, April, magaling ka. Ang ganda ng ginawa mo. Wala rin magsasabi sa'yo talaga na ang palpak naman ng ginawa mo. So, sa akin, I think ang gusto kong i-drive at is, I have to be honest with myself. Pag mali ako, mali ako. Pag tama ako, ay di maganda. And then, moving forward, you have to know better. That's why the learning is never stops.
Ganda. Ganda ng reflection mo yun.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Diba
you.
talaga pag maulan, no? Mas malalim ang ating mga... Di ba, Coach Janice?
Yes. Kahit ako napapa-reflect eh.
Oo, tama.
Sige.
Eto, mas mapapa-reflect tayo kay Doca.
Oo.
Do you consider entrepreneurs as heroes?
Grabe yung yung pressure ng nauuna si April.
Sorry na.
Niya. Oo. Hindi. For me, I think I kind of agree with April, pero I understand where she's coming from. An entrepreneur is a hero as long as they have definitive values and they stick to those values. Kasi if you're just an entrepreneur who's just up for the money, that's not business is not about just profitability kasi. So if you're a business owner, you should have the set of values na you stick to it, and that creates the integrity. Tapos yung mga people that adheres to the same value, they will follow you through thick and through thin. Yeah. So you will also get the market na that is the same, that has the same value kung ano yung talagang ina-uphold mo. And that's how you grow talaga into what you're fighting for as a business owner.
Matindi.
Ayan. Sundan na natin yung mga reflection na yan by asking this question to the both of you. How are you becoming a hero today during this time of pandemic? No, we have a lot of crisis going on, and what is that during this time? What is the greatest challenge na na-overcome ninyo in your business? Okay, ikaw na, Doca.
Ako muna, sige. If I'm a hero at this time of the pandemic, so personally, I feel yung what I do lang personally. So just being there for my family, my friends, my clients, especially at this time. So just to being there for them and listening to what they, yung mga problems nila, circumstances nila. I think that already is a way of being kind of a hero to them. And then business wise, we really have to innovate then to reach more people. Uh like for example, one of the greatest challenge namin was um kasi nagsarado yung office, 'di ba, during the pandemic. So, tas we cannot meet people. So, we need to find more ways how we can reach to our clients or prospect clients. So, we had to innovate. Even sa team namin, kasi this was the first time that we worked from home. So talagang isolated kami, iba-ibang lugar. So we really had to innovate to monitor the progress of our projects and to reach out to our clients. So we had to learn a lot of technologies and apps. So yun, so we use Zoom for meetings, we use Miro for brainstorming and design thinking. So yun, still yung creativity namin napapractice pa rin namin even online. And then yun, file sharing apps. Even yung finances namin, we had to do everything online sa government contributions. So I think that was one of it was a good challenge for us. Actually, the pandemic brought in this really good feature to the company that we were able to cope sa being online. Mm.
Oh, alam mo,
So,
pagka limitado ka talaga no? Your creative juices come out.
mm. Kaya sabi nila kapag malapit na deadline, doon lumalabas yung creative juices.
Grabe din.
Mahilig tayo mag-ram minsan, di ba talaga? Totoo yan. Oo. Yes. How about you, April?
How am I becoming a hero today during this time of pandemic? Yung second quarter ng 2020 was a very challenging year. I think for everyone naman, no? Because here in the Philippines, doon tayo nag-umpisa biglang lockdown na with all the resistance, with all the overwhelming everything event. So from what happened to us from little to almost zero sales, and with all the bills coming up, here in our company we have our staff house that we house all of our employees in different houses, no? So and we are not really from here. I mean, we are renting, so yung aming overhead expense talaga napakalaki. Parang nung time na yun, pumuputok yung utak ko kung paano how are we going to make ends meet that is sustainable still. And I'm a very action-oriented person. I like, if you cannot do it, I will. Ganun lagi ang ang orientasyon ko sa buhay. Survival mode ako lagi, But last year, I had to do things differently. How was I able to do that? I had to be a mom. I had to be a mom protecting my family. And by protecting my family, I'm protecting my organization as well. I mean, BOAS, no? Kasi if I will be there in front and something that is wrong, happened, kailangan mo mag-isip eh. Paano yung mapapabayaan mo? Ang una mo kasi kailangang ingatan is yung welfare ng lahat who will decide for the organization if ikaw yung naunang nagkasakit. So I think para sa akin heroic na yung nasa bahay ako. And I allow my husband who is also part of the business to take over. Kasi ako usually yung ako. But not because my husband cannot do it, but because ang nature ko talaga, sabi ko nga, si action-oriented ako no. And my husband allows it. And magkaiba din kasi kami ng role sa business. But during that second quarter, where naka-lockdown tayo nung panahon na yon. And the pest control and disinfection services are required. No? So kami, nakakagalaw kami. I mean, services-wise. We are free to move because maraming may kailangan. Continuous naman kasi ang food production. So, ang pest control operating continuously but at a minimum. So, during that time, si husband yung nag-lead ng operations. I had to allow him. So I'm scared, but yeah, I have to protect my flock first. Yun.
Yes. Letting go takes
Galing, ano?
courage.
Wow. The power of letting go and surrendering. Yes.
Yeah, I surrendered.
Minsan you can help by not being there
Yeah.
physically.
Saka,
You're being a mom.
ano
Yes.
no, yung trust. Kumbaga yung
Yeah, it takes a high level of trust.
Yes.
Tama. Pinag-uusapan natin yung how you overcame all of these problems, challenges. So, para sa mga, di naman tayo pare-pares ng pagsubok mas matindi o similar or ibang problem, what kind of tips can you share with our viewers and team replay na ating mga tagapakinig? Okay? When it comes to your journey as young entrepreneurs. Alam ko, kaka-24 pa lang ni April at kaka-23 pa lang ni Doca Tama ba yan?
Last 10 years ago.
Baka maniwala sila.
Baka maniwala na. Sige, go Doca. Ikaw ba? Anong tips may bibigay mo sa ating viewers?
Paano ba? Ano bang sabi na? So, for starters, yung gusto talaga mag-open ng business, it's really scary at first. Pero, nasabi mo nga, Miko, in one of your episodes sa Helmspeak, it's just really taking that first step. And if you cannot take that first step, you really need a pusher. Kasi in our case, we had a pusher. And a supporter. Yeah. So those are the kind of people that you need in order to, start the business. Tapos yun nga, stick to your values. From start talaga yun yung pag-isipan nyo na anong value yung binibigay ko more than the skills and talents that I'm offering. What is that added value that I give to the people or the society? And then for any business owners, please take care of your mental health. I think for me, mental health first before physical health. So both are important. Yun. And ano ba? Final message.
Totoo yun. Totoo yun.
Yun. And smile. Smile. Always smile. So, and the world will smile with you.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Parang kanta lang yan
Kanta ba?
Ayos, no? I truly agree with you, Docs. Importante yung mental health. Coming from a position na yan na yan talaga nangyari. Pag nauna yung physical health sa mental health. And yung mga taong magpupush sa'yo, which is your accountability partners. Kailangan mo talaga silang piliin. And dapat meron ka. Kasi kung parang YOLO lang kayo, tropa-tropa, di ba? Kasi press naman tayo dito millennials, di ba? Di ba? Baka ka lang, happy ka lang ngayon. Pero in the future, maybe your happiness is not that deep.
Yes.
Hey, how about si April?
Ano nga ba yung question? Yung tips for
For
coping,
entrepreneurs,
pivoting,
yes.
scaling up. I think Doka mentioned it earlier. No, it's important that you know the values you have and what you can offer. Regardless kasi ng scale mo from small, medium, large, it has to be consistent. No? With us, we have to be consistently professional. We have to be consistently problem solvers and proactive. So, kung maliit ka and you bring this up to the high, habang lumalaki ka, it will not be as difficult. No? Kasi you know who you are. And in ngayon, to pivot, obviously, as Doc mentioned din earlier, no, it is important that you invest and innovate and you have to be really digital. Kung hindi talaga, kakainin ka ng
True.
hindi ka kakainin ng sistema, kakainin ka ng kawalan ng sistema. Because we are a pest control business and I cannot imagine our business operating digitally. Hindi naman pwedeng magpatay ng ipis ng digital, di ba? But there is part of the business that is working virtually. And a year ago, I wouldn't have imagined that this can happen. But the situation dictated it. I realized we have to be resilient. Even sa simula, hindi mo alam na uubra pala, 'di ba? Pero sabi ko nga, when you allow yourself no to be stretched, when you allow yourself to ano ba nung una, of course, because you didn't know that and you haven't even tried, you think that it's failing already. Pero when you tried it, 'di ba, yun naman ang problema natin madalas, no? We always resist change na ito na yun. But
Try mo
2020
muna.
is a year of change. So we tried it. Initially, there is resistance from everyone. Ako mismo as the part of the management, medyo mahirap isipin kasi we are very we are parang ang orientation natin. Work is defined by being at the office from 8 to 5. Other than that, parang questionable na yung value ng work o ng work rendered. But during this year, we learned na, pwede naman pala. And yun nga, work pala is not defined by the presence at the office. And
Yes.
malaki pala yung kayang i-bring ng trust sa mga kasama mo sa trabaho. And I think you're better off like this. Yung mas may
Yes.
tiwala ka sa mga kasama mo.
Ganda nun. Ganda nung sinabi mo yung April, no? Kasi madalas, anong nangyayari pag sa loob ng work area, no? Minsan nagchichikahan lang, hindi naman talaga ng trabaho. Diba? Pero ito, nagiging intentional kasi may results, no? So, tiwala ako na magdi-deliver kayo ng results. And I think mas mabuti pa kasi nakakasama nila yung family nila. So, nai-inspire din silang magtrabaho for their family.
And actually, ako kasi I'm working from home. And I have 2 kids at home. I learned that hindi madali mag-work from home. So for those who are
Oo,
working
lalo
from
pag may
home, I
kids.
salute you really. Kasi sobrang hirap. Pag nasa office ka kasi, kahit pa paano, you have control over your time. All the resources are there. Pero pag nasa house ka, hindi lahat ng resources nandyan. And of course, pag yung kids mo gusto makipaglaro sa'yo, hindi mo naman pwedeng laging sasabihin na hindi ka pwede. No? That's why medyo challenging din na mag-work from home. So I salute all those who are working from home and are still able to deliver.
Yan. Grabe.
Alright.
Alam mo, kulang yung 30 minutes natin, Coach Miko.
Kulang na kulang.
Mukhang magkakaroon ng part 2 tong na to.
Oo nga. Pwede. Umuha na ata sila eh. Parang nag-chat ata eh.
Gusto nila bumagyo ulit. Sige.
Hopefully, by then, sa yung weather condition. Ayan. So, before we end this show, we'd like to invite you both to share to our viewers anything that you want, like promote your business. You have your social media accounts, invite them. And any final message na pwede nyo pong iiwan sa kanila. Especially now that ganito yung ating ating situation right now.
Pero before we go to that, no, i-shout out muna natin yung ating mga avid viewers.
Oo
Si
nga
Miss
naman.
Margo!
Hi,
Hello po!
Margo! Bihira
Hi, Miss
manood ka na.
Margo.
Pero ngayon talaga. Ang lakas
Matindi.
Malakas
Oo.
talaga.
Si Miss Emma!
Siyempre,
Miss
malakas.
Emma.
At kanina, syempre, proud
Yan.
na proud
That's
siya
my
kay
dad.
Dungca.
Oh. Hi, Papa.
Hi.
Birthday niya tomorrow. Happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
Papa.
sir! Ayos, ayos. And eto, matindi ito. Ang aking kasama naman sa church, si Ja. Alright, sige. Sinong gusto mauna sa promotions? Si, sino? Sige, Doca, go.
Sige, so, hi, ganun eh. Hi, I'm Joanna Dungca, and yeah, so I'm part of AMD Architects, one of the partners of AMD Architects. So just follow us. We have a Facebook page and Instagram account. So AMD Architects. So marami yatang AMD Architects sa mundo, pero that's AMD Architects Philippines po kami.
Baka i-follow din yung iba, eh, no?
Kaya madalas kaming matag sa mga international Facebook page. Pero yun,
Ayun.
pero local kami. Yan.
Final message, Doca.
Oh,
Sa ating
yeah.
viewers.
So I na-mention ko na before yun. Just smile, and the world will smile with you. So, sandali lang tayo mabubuhay sa mundo. So, let's choose to smile. Yun na.
Yes.
Alright. April.
Ako naman. Hi, good evening. I'm April Marinay of Bose Pest Control Services. So, we offer naman pest control, termite control, disinfection, and fumigation services. So, if you are in need of that, you can please follow our page in Instagram and Facebook, Bose Pest Control Services. Thank you.
Ayan.
Ayan.
Very supportive yung social media mo. Sa BOAS. Ayos, ayos. So, I believe that's it for this week's episode. Coach Janice.
Congrats, Coach Nico, Coach Janice.
Thank you po for the past 4 months, no? Grabe. 4 months na pala tayo dito. And
more
happy to serve. And more to come.
Yes.
Okay? So that's
Thank
it
you.
for our episode this morning, afternoon, evening.
Wherever you are watching
Wherever
right
you are.
now. Diba?
Ayan. So thank you, April. Thank you, Doca.
Thank you.
Ayan. Sa part 2 ulit. Ayan. So before we end this show, Coach Janice, meron tayong special and exciting announcement, diba?
Yes. Let me do the honors of sharing to you, dear friends, our special project, no? So, meron kasing mga pahiwatig sa akin si Lord na
Matindi.
hindi, ang hirap tanggihan yun eh. Kasi ilang beses ako nakalabit eh. There are a lot of people really are experiencing financial crisis, financial stress, and we want to be there for you. That's why we have decided to come up with this webinar entitled Abundance Lifestyle.
Wow.
7 simple wealth strategies to turn around your finances. So we aim to help those who are buried in debt right now. We want to help you turn around your finances so that you can live abundantly. Diba?
Oh, so we've posted the short link to register in this free, again, this is free webinar, no? Lalo kung baon ka sa utang sa sarili mo, sa mental health, physical health, and all of those health, no? In life, spiritual, yeah? And whatnot, di ba? We are inviting you in this free, short, but sweet and very punong-puno na webinar on August 7 and 14. Alright? So dalawa kami dyan ni Coach Janice ang mag-share at magtuturo. And of course, meron tayong mga special offer right after ng ating webinar. Exciting, no? Hindi ka pa na pwedeng sabihin eh.
Oo.
Attend mo na kayo.
Kailangan i-attend sila ng webinar. And yun, if you're watching right now and you feel you have friends and families who need to attend this webinar, kindly share this to them, no? Because we want to bless more people.
Yes. So our posters are will be found pala no sa aming Facebook pages sa Janice Senorin-Delacruz and Helm Speak on Facebook. So see you on August 7. Limited slots lang po. Kaya paunahan po tayo dyan. So any last thoughts before we end this episode, Coach Janice?
Yes. I am so inspired by our two guests, no? Kasi very passionate talaga sila in terms of their own respective businesses. And pinaka sigurong tumatak sa akin is taking care of oneself and trusting others that they will deliver the necessary results. No? So importante yun as a leader, as a business owner, we are leaders as well. And if we want to flourish our own respective businesses, we have to trust the people and yun nga, learn to let go and surrender. Ang ganda.
Matindi. Learn to let go and surrender. Let go and let God. Matindi. Ako naman, ang aking main nuggets dyan, yung unang sinabi ni April about sa, do you consider entrepreneurs as heroes? Sabi niya, yes and no, di ba? Kasi, ng tao, yes. Pagka hindi natin na-deliver, we consider, dinadaw natin sarili natin. Di ba? That's why nasasabi natin na, am I worth this opportunity? Am I still credible enough and worth to lead these people that have been entrusted to me? Alam ko sila April, 20 plus ata sila eh. At sila Doca, di ba? Iba pa syempre yung kanilang mga katuwang na mga subcon and all, mga suppliers. Tatawa ka kay April eh. Kanina eh. Hindi ko na i-share yan. Yung about sa kanyang mga visitor, no? Sige. Kasi pagka hindi mo nararamdaman na you're accountable with these people and the values that you have once said and you continue to uphold in your life, if nawala na yung feeling of accountability and responsibility, doon ka matakot. Kasi parang you're just getting swept away by the flow. You're not living for your values, your company's values. You're not living for yourself. You're just living for the sake of living. Diba? Going with the flow. Parang hindi mo na personal values yun. That's why importante na maliwanag sa atin kung bakit ba tayo naging heroes or in our cases, entrepreneurs in the first place and why we continue to do that up until now. Kaya ang ating pong theme for tonight is passion for your profession. Eh, kitang-kita naman natin yung passionate women leaders natin, no? Yung isa mompreneur, yung isa ay kailan ka ba pressure. Yes, coming soon yan, coming soon. Basta yun, di ba? So that's it for our episode this week. Ito na talaga, Coach Janice.
Yes, and we are so happy that you are still joining us for tonight. Thank you very much for joining, and we hope that you gain new insights from our tonight's discussion.
So we hope to see you again next week, Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. at Heroes
Spotlight Live.
Thank you.
Bye.